Season 2, Episode 3 by Glass Animals contains my favorite depiction of what I like to personally deem ugly depression. The story follows a couple in which one partner is trapped in an intense, long-lasting depression while the other is attempting to lift them out of it. The depressed partner in question is pensive, irritable, and incapable of performing even the most basic means of self-care. And you, as their partner, are watching as they exist within their own squalor, don't change their clothes for days on end, and only eat if the food is near immediately accessible to them. You know this version that you're witnessing of your partner isn't who they truly are and fantasize about the lovely, beautiful life you could lead together constantly, but are brought harshly back to reality whenever you see them in person. To make poor matters worse, your partner excessively and exclusively self-medicates through illicit substances. The only time you ever see them slightly resembling something happy is when they are totally inebriated, and it's escalated to the point that antics you previously found endearingly funny are now just depressing to you. Every attempt ever made on your behalf to help your partner has either been ignored or rejected, a dynamic best captured in the chorus. Don't you need me, baby boy, because I'm so happy without your noise. To me, this can be interpreted as your partner's response to your attempts to help. They deny there's any sort of problem to begin with by flat out giving you the go-ahead to leave if you're so unhappy. They view the assistance you attempt to provide as meddlesome and outright confess they're happier without it. Not only are they not ready to actually truly change, but they just don't want to. But this could also be interpreted as you responding to your partner. You know how dependent they are on you for survival and are reaching a point where you know you're genuinely happier without them. But although you already know this relationship is doomed, you don't leave because there's still these glimmers of the person that once was. And you are enraptured by that possibility. When I was at my most depressed, whenever I listened to this song, I always interpreted it as a depressed person looking at themselves from the outside in, which to me was the most depressing means of interpreting it. Instrumentally, this is the simplest song on the album, containing a calm, playful backing track with video game sounds infused throughout, creating excellent contrast against the hopelessness of the lyrics.
The older I get, the more this scene hurts.
How dare you? How dare you come to me now? When I am this.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and welcome back to, well, that was f***ed up, a series where I talk about scenes that make you feel like a unicorn just kicked you in the shins. Today we're looking at The Last Unicorn, another one of those movies that kind of encompasses the entire theme of this series. The best way I can describe The Last Unicorn is a melancholy fairy tale. It was produced by Rankin Bass, who you might be more familiar with for their stop-motion holiday specials. But in the 80s, they tried taking on more complex projects, some more successful than others.
Well, interesting. Yes, now,
In this world, unicorns are increasingly rare creatures that few humans can see in the first place. They symbolize magic, innocence, and, most importantly, hope. And for Molly Grew, those things seem to be past her time.
And where were you 20 years ago? 10 years ago? Where were you when I was new? When I was one of those innocent young maidens you always come to?
This is the first time in the film we see any criticism of the unicorn's solitary nature. Well, from a reliable source, anyway. The unicorn has a lot of internal dialogue at the beginning of the film that suggests they distrust and maybe even dislike humans, with some reason. But Molly challenges this. She feels resentment at the appearance of this glimpse of hope that she'd always believed in, only appearing after she'd already given up. But despite her hardened exterior, Molly always did believe in unicorns. She always believed in the possibility of hope.
If you had been waiting to see a unicorn as long as I have, it's all right. I forgive you.
And ironically, that tenacity and grit is what makes her the perfect companion to help the unicorn on her journey. There's a lot more at work here than a jaded peasant woman encountering a unicorn. The Last Unicorn is about hope and strength in unlikely places. This film is an incredibly faithful adaptation of the original novel, likely because Peter S. Beagle, the author, also wrote the screenplay for Rankin Bass. And if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend reading and watching it because there's a sequel coming out soon. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stick around if you want more from this movie specifically, because I'm sure it'll come up again.
I can feel this body dying all around me.
I'm sorry, but I just can't support a protagonist who mercilessly slaughters innocents because of his own personal tragedy. That's not right. Oh, really? What's that? An exception.
Commissioned to do a pair of patchwork jeans. The pair of Levi's was super sentimental to this client because they've had them for over a decade and they wore them to Lady Gaga's Monster Ball in 2011. The jeans don't fit him anymore, but he wanted to wear them to an upcoming Lady Gaga concert, so he had me patch all of the cool details from them, including the pocket linings, back onto a new pair of jeans, and here's how they turned out. I love that they're a totally new pair of jeans, but still hold all those memories.
Dyeing my hair extensions like it's 2009.
She's got a love like whoa. Girls got a love like whoa. I kinda feel like it's all mixed.
I sit in my desolate room. No lights, no music. Just over. Killed everyone. I'm away forever. But I'm feeling better. How do I feel? What do I say? Fuck you, it all goes away.
kicking back and I'm party. I'm chilling, I'm good. I'm kicking back and I'm party. I'm chilling, I'm good.
Oh, this is cute. I love this kind of stuff. Look how wholesome. Oh, this is cute. I love this kind of stuff. Look how wholesome.
What? I'm ready.
Anna, hurry up!
What? I'm ready.
Hey you guys, I made a miniature video store and it actually lights up and goes on forever on the inside.
Are you a virgin?
No way, let me draw it.
First I was afraid. I was petrified.
What kind of a maniac wakes up an hour early to write erotic fan fiction?
Me.
Are there any
Look at her. I would die for her. I would kill for her.
Only you, my girl, only you, babe. Only you, darling, only you, babe. Only you, my girl.
Daddy, wait, I can fix him.
It is I, Adam Sandler.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
Styling my dream skirt. Also has matching leg warmers, white tank and vest. Love the little buckle dangly things, yes. Warming the legs. Obviously, I got to add 156 accessories. Platforms, clues, I like tall shoes. Final fit, hey.
The other woman will always cry herself to sleep. Ran through lust, 100 bands up, shot a spin king, that's my motherfucking blood. Go, Muliani, go,
Get out.
What?
Get out. I need to go to my mind palace.
Why me take some baby steps, walking in the pool.
What did you just put in your pocket? What was? No, I saw you put something in your pocket. What was that?
Let him out. Let's give him a second to clear his throat.
Welcome to Tilted Towers. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm part lizard.
Que tú me tienes temblando de noche y de día. Tú me hiciste brujería. I win!
Güey, imagínate que luego de... ¡Mamá! ¡Escucho borroso!
I'm actually not a Chad. I'm just the opposite, and I'll prove it to you. Hey, I think you're really pretty, but I also have a lot of respect for you.
Thank you. Wanna hook up?
Sounds good to me, but not without your consent. Cool guys get consent.